Alright guys, welcome back. At the end of the last episode, our character died and Connor became the leader of the Scots. Connor is probably not going to be our last monarch, but he might, probably our second to last one. It's feasible that he could live all the way to 1453. He's only 17 years old right now, and we're, about 40 years away from it. So he could be our last guy, which means we need to figure out sort of what are the last things that we want to do in this playthrough. At the end of the rebellion, I had to reorganize the kingdom. And so a couple of things had happened. First off, I spun out the kingdom of Norway to my friend the Duke of Iceland. Finland and one of my Norwegian vassals, I think, are still at war with the Duke of Uppland. The petty kingdom of Hälsingland is still up here. And those are options for us to attack, but all the stuff that happened, the revolt and the succession and all that, killed our threat level. We have no threat level right now, which means that we're in a good position to sort of clean up some stuff before our threat level jumps again. So if you look at France, France is once again split into two rebelling halves against the middle of France. And of course, I'm now controlling more and more of Western France, but we won't worry about that too much. I think we're going to focus our war targets over here for the most part. Our first war target is going to be the Count of Rennes here in order to get the Duchy of Brittany to be one more step closer. Then we'll see if the French revolt is still active, and if they are, we'll try to steal something from them. And if they're not, then we will direct our next campaign at Aragon and take over the last piece of Brittany that someone else controls. Aragon is currently at war with Leon. And we'll just have to see how that goes. But we've got a bunch of de jure claims in France. If France completely shuts down, then we will go back to reducing these little places in Sweden. My character does not have a son as of right now, and we're going to try to do the Rennes War cheaply with just mercenaries. In fact, we're also going to try to just keep only the mercenaries for as long as we can in order to see if we can, run out the timer on some of the levies raising that was going on elsewhere. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the mercenaries down to where they'll be useful. Oh, I guess I should have said the first opportunity after probably if our threat level was to jump, we'll throw the tournament and buy some time. Right. So here we go, moving our boats. Oh yeah, I've got a couple of different laws. I'm trying to get papal investiture everywhere to make friends with the Pope. I'm also trying to get high authority in the Empire so that we can eventually get imperial administration, because I just would like to see how that works. I don't know if that's going to happen in 40 years. But, whoa, I saw men, then I didn't see men. Okay, the Kingdom of Norway is clearly interested in doing something here. Which, okay, Finland doesn't. Oh, that's cute. Okay, Norway's trying to expand over here. And I'm all for them trying that. I don't know how far they're going to get, particularly since their men are so split. Like Orkney over here. I think that this guy just took the troops from Orkney and he's now going to go pick up these guys. King of Norway has moved his capital to Estisland, which is interesting, but not terribly important. All right, we're going to disband these troops, and now we are ready to declare war on Mr. Wren. And I'm thinking that England is off to fight another. Okay. We'll spot. I think that's one of my sisters. I don't think that's. I don't think that's. It's certainly not my daughter. Because she was just born like yesterday. Oh, I have a bunch of sisters who have yet to be. No, I'm not marrying the King of Aragon. I don't understand why you guys keep thinking this is a thing I would do. Much rather choose the 7-year-old kid in Pomerania, who has relatives who've given me trouble in the past, but at least, I don't feel that bad about it. Okay, so we're gonna get the little battle going on there. All my Irish friends doing some work. Okay, now all my Irish friends need to go and do more work. We're also going to try to keep track of the battle between France and not France. Talk to me, Pierre the Third, who. Oh. Wow. This guy doesn't like us very much. Well, that's not good. Anyway, his war against. Yeah, still nothing to call here. like how the Empire of France, still based in Algeria. Okay, this guy is clearly looking for something to besiege. And basically, I'm not going to pursue him until I've sieged out at least the first holding here. And if he's going to keep running around and not actually besiege anything, I'm not going to follow him at all. Okay, she's got crazy eyes, and she's a pagan. You're not a pagan. I thought I'd run out of pagans. Wait. No, it's Surrey's. Okay, it's just Surrey's shield. It sort of looks like France's shield. All right. How are we doing? That's fascinating. Now he's fighting against Castile and Lyon. So again, a war against Aragon would be pretty easy to pull off, assuming that the French revolt falls before we capture Rennes. I don't know where this guy is going, but he's going there slowly. Okay. I devote myself to the service of the church and eradicating her enemies. I have not yet fallen to any of the mortal sins. Okay. Awesome. We are a true Christian knight, even though we fought nobody. And we were secretly pagan before I converted us last episode. Speaking of prison, no, I don't have anybody in prison. So where does it say that I am a true Christian knight? Wonder if it... Nah, not really. Yeah, it's looking... Oh, we haven't... Oh, gosh, our chancellor died. And... Okay. Time out here. Where should we send him? We should send him to Berry. Berry is where he is going to go. Right now he is in Berry, making friends. And we have successfully captured Rennes. Now we need to give Rennes to Brittany. Or does he already have it? Yeah, we claimed it for him, so he already gets it. And now the Duchy of Brittany is almost complete, except for this territory right here. But you can see the French revolt is still going on. Defending against Upper Burgundy. Okay. So I'm thinking we're pretty safe. Or we can declare war on this at any time. So we're going to go ahead and declare war for Mortain. Mortain is the territory that you most ordinarily associate with Normandy, although Normandy is a duchy, which I think includes Evreux over here. But, you know, I think, let's see here, Barony of Avranches, city of Caen, and city of Cauton. Yeah, these are your normal D-Day reference places, and this is Cherbourg up here. So we are going to declare war for Mortain. The reason we're going for this instead of something else is that we'll have de jure claims on that stuff all the time. We won't often have a claim necessarily on Normandy. Okay, that's 10 ships. There could be 1,000 men there. Get her more to read. I still need a son, so I'm okay with the purchasing of my great general Gargamel. I've had character named after the evil son of Arthur, and now I have had a character or a general who is named after the villain of the Smurfs. Okay, so she is now marriageable. Aha! An army of the French revolt has decided to show up. Just in case, I'm going to send some reinforcements from the Duke of Brittany. That didn't work. Okay. Excellent. Be a little weird having that as part of Finland, but, you know, that's what happens. All right, and now back to the besieging Mortain, which hopefully we can take quietly. they white peace? Oh no, he got the islands here. Okay, that works for me. And unfortunately, we're going to be here for a little while. French have arrived to siege out the lone rebel holding in Maine. I'm concerned that because we Edith, who are you? Your husband's the court chaplain of the Hebrides, and you are a pagan. So sad. Tell you what, once you start bothering the Russian pagans, or what would be modern day Russia, they do not leave you alone. They also are bringing an army to go battle the King of Norway. Ah, good. Oh, and another sister has reached legal age. And she's going to be a great diplomat and manager for somebody. Thinking the Duke of... Okay, the Duke of Verona, they don't... Hold on. Um... No, just... My military commanders are starting to get a little bit lower in value than I normally like. Okay, I saw boats. Okay. Okay, Spy Master, you no longer need to hang out up there. Um, keeps... Who's a potential problem? The Duke of Scania, I think, is a potential problem. We'll go hang around him. Oh, King Tog was a great ally of mine. Okay. Duke Simon, why would you want to be king of Ireland? It's kind of a... Alright, we just captured Caen. We probably did in less time than it took the British to do it. Of course, we also didn't have to fight tanks in hedgerow country, but you know. Things. Okay, so who we want to make friends with now? That should be interesting. Don't know what the army of Derby, England. England, what are you up to? Okay, you're fighting for something in the Middle East. The Knights of Hospitaller have decided you're a threat. You know, the Knights Hospitaller. The guys who fight against pagans and can't fight Christians think that you are a threat. I think they're the ones who base themselves in Malta. But I might be confusing them with with the Knights of St. John. Of course, I'm not sure Malta is a thing. Oh, here it is. Here's Malta. That's Byzantine right now, so. But Malta is indeed a thing. You know, like our treasury is recovering here. Okay, just one more. Talk to me, Duke of Connacht. How are we doing? Raise levies minus 14. Now, we'll have a running war score after this. Assuming the French revolt's not besieging one of our other things, which would have... All right. Hey, yeah, we have the full siege, so we need to go and siege this. You have a running war score now. We have a victory over the French revolt rebels in the field. Okay, I think my wife died, or not wife, one of my sisters died, who I married to some Byzantine. All right. I have another sister who was raised well. We'll marry her to the King of Finland. Oh, I like France evidently vassalized Chartres. So that's good. You don't have to worry about them anymore. They were annoying in the fact that they kept joining the defense pact against me. It took some effort. She had to read some books, become lustful, and I already had the bonus fertility for wanting to create a son. So when we've captured the castle here, um, that should push us over the top. You can see we still got the running war score. We just need this to finish off before the French revolt is crushed by Francia. Francia has not got a great track record at finishing off the French revolt, particularly when Paris is part of it. My daughter needs a guardian, and yeah, I'm not sending her to the master seducer, although he is Scottish. My queen, a much better choice. Still trying to get back to being Scottish. I was Scottish for the longest time, then I was Swedish briefly, then I became Scottish again, and then I became German, which is why I'm referred to as Kaiser of the Scots, which is kind of a strange idea, but I haven't thought too hard about it. Okay. So we've now claimed, I think, half of Normandy. So our messing around in France continues to pay off, although we do need to to lower their levies. So now, next time, we will continue to mess around in France uh, as we declare war against the King of Aragon, who we have purposely not married any children to, just so we could pull this off. So next time we will be continuing our run of wars and attacking the county of Pentive, or Pentavre, over here in Brittany. And if that is successful, then depending on if that's successful, then I would imagine we would be looking back over at the Swedish areas to attack. Uppland, it's got 3,000 troops. Hälsingland, probably the more likely target, just because it has 4,000 troops. So we might be able to continue to fight this army with mostly mercenaries backed up by some levies. So let me get our guys. Okay, I was foiled here. I was really hoping for a son. But, you know, if we're going to be... And we need to move our steward out of Ross. And that will be the last thing we do here. So I will see you guys next time when we go to war against Aragon for the last piece of the Duchy of Brittany. See you then.